Well, we made it to the weekend and it was so nice for our Friday, our Thursday, and this weekend we are going to have more clouds in place and maybe a few sprinkles on Saturday, but all in all, still a nice spring weekend. But on Sunday, we'll get increasing showers and mountain snow. But thankfully, this is not going to wash out your weekend by any means, but you will want to be on the lookout for that. Again, that's really going to be Sunday. We're drying things out Monday and into Tuesday with rain and mountain snow returning by the middle half of the week. And I wanted to show you just how beautiful it was on Friday everywhere. We had such bright, beautiful skies. The mountain was out and it was clear as can be. And we do have those changes up ahead. We have a ridge of high pressure that's been keeping things generally clear and quiet and dry, but we're going to have our next system rolling in. It's not going to be all too strong by any means, but it is going to bring us some pass level snow and some lighter rain. Where the convergence zone sets up, however, especially Sunday night and into Monday, that's where we could have some higher rain totals and some higher mountain snow totals, which I'll show you. But Monday morning, that's when we'll have the greatest chance to get any wet weather. And then Tuesday, we're drying out. And then Wednesday, that's when steady rain will return to the area. So overall, the next couple of days, temperatures are going to be all over the place, but not a major temperature swing. For Saturday, generally in the mid-50s. If we get more sun, then we'll have a better shot to see a couple of spots warmer than that. But again, into next week, we'll have 40s and 50s for our Saturday, kicking things off with some clouds. Partly cloudy and then maybe some patchy fog, and then by the afternoon partly sunny, highs in the low and mid 50s, especially closer to the coast, the northwestern zones, and then for Puget Sound generally in the mid and potentially upper 50s. If you're headed to the ballpark this weekend, Sunday may be the day where we have the greatest chance for a closed roof. It's a 50-50 shot because we'll have that rain moving over the area, but for fingers crossed that we'll have another open roof game. Into Monday, we're partly sunny, but it will be on the chilly side. If you're headed up to Skagit Valley this weekend to check out the tulips, increasing rain Sunday, maybe a couple of showers later Saturday, but we're not expecting anything all too heavy. Up in the mountains, if you are headed to Stevens Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, temperatures are going to be a little on the milder side Saturday, dropping down with lowering snow levels into Sunday. So Sunday is going to be the greatest shot to get some new snow up at our passes and then just our mountains in general. Our snow levels coming down to about 2,000 to 2,500 feet, maybe even lower, especially if we get that convergence zone activity. But by next week, still about 3,000 feet. So let's talk timing when it comes to the potential for any showers. This is what I was talking about. So we'll get clouds, we'll get sun, and maybe a few sprinkles from about Whatcom County down to Skagit County. That's Saturday, but then into Sunday, we'll have increasing showers over the area, likely going to cross over Puget Sound, maybe late morning into the afternoon, but then up in the mountains, we'll have that falling snow. Watch what happens into Sunday night and into Monday. You see how we had that convergence zone fire up? That may continue into Monday. We could have another one set up into Monday morning as well, and that's why there is that good shot that we get some higher snow totals, whether it's from Stevens Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of flakes lower in some of the lower elevations as well. When you have that convergence zone set up, that could force snow levels to drop even lower. So as you well know, if you live in Snohomish, King counties, that typically happens, but we're not expecting any accumulating snow or anything of that nature in the lowlands. In terms of rain totals through Sunday night, anywhere from a 1/10 of an inch to our south, but then 1/2 of an inch closer to Seattle and northward. Beyond the weekend, here's Monday. You see how we dry out, then we get into Tuesday, we're dry, maybe a couple of mountain snow showers, But here comes our next system. This is going to be a wetter system, a stronger system. That will bring us some steady rain over the span of a couple of days. Beyond the 7-day forecast, we're looking at temperatures generally in the 50s and 60s, but all week long, again, we'll have some cold mornings with temperatures, high temperatures in the 40s and 50s.